Hello and welcome to my June 18th rant, sort of, kind of. I'm actually doing this on the Sunday because I can't stand it any longer. You know, in all fairness, I really enjoy doing the rants, but what I don't enjoy is coming to a conclusion. I think it's time for the golf world to at least have somebody that's out there willing to state an opinion and go with it. You know, I tell you where we get so mixed up. We get so mixed up when everyone's got an opinion. We got conflicting pieces of information. The golf world, by now being you, must be ready to throw your hands up and say, you know what, this game's impossible. Can't be done. Well, I can see why you're saying that. I'm watching the golf on the Saturday, the U.S. Open. You know, it's because I do it for a living. I see things in patterns. I see it all the time. Like, for example, I still have never been given an answer that I can go with about rolling the toe of your putter, releasing the toe of your putter. I still don't know what that means. Now, for clarity, I've been teaching golf for 40 years. I've been playing competitively for 40 years. I highly doubt that you've ever done anything I haven't done, tried anything I haven't tried, heard anything I haven't already heard. So when I say to you that I don't understand releasing the toe, think about it for a second, because I don't. I'm watching the golf yesterday, and they show a close-up of a guy hitting a putt. Now, we're assuming it went in because they said it did, because we couldn't see it. And the putter's staying dead straight. And the guy says, well, look how he keeps his putter dead straight. And then I hear somebody say, well, you know, Tiger's working on releasing the toe. I mean, holy cow. Another one. You all saw this yesterday, and I hope, well, let's go back a little bit in time. About 10 years ago, I was saying to people that you actually hit your driver on the downswing, and everybody was going, oh, you're crazy. It doesn't. When you watch all the commercials on television that are like real live swings, not animations, real live swings, is that driver not going down through the golf ball? I haven't seen any, not ones that aren't animations, that are going up. So that was only 10 years ago. Now I'm suggesting there's this new thing. You know, I keep hearing people tell me all the time that the club face has more bearing on where the ball goes than, let's say, the shaft. Well, here's our dilemma here. The club face and the club shaft are two different entities. Yeah, they are. I know you're going to hate me saying that, but they are. If the shaft and the face are both going out, so's the ball. If the shaft and the face are both coming in, they call that over the top and it's going left. The truth is the shaft's trying to go left, the club face is trying to go right. Sorry, that's just the truth. That makes the ball go straight. But let's go past that for a second. I'm watching Tiger hit that really skanky little shot he hit yesterday that everybody's talking about, where the ball ended up in the left rough. And then they come back, and Johnny Miller, who I have the utmost respect for, is talking about halfway through the super slow motion. He's saying, watch how Tiger's toe, the toe of the club, rolls shut. And it actually rolled open. The ball went to the left. How can that be? It's true. Don't have time to explain it today, and it's kind of really not my point. My point is this. You cannot have too much correct or correctly organized information. My fear for the golfing world right now is that we've been led to believe that mechanics are terrible and feel is good. Yet, like, there's no proof of that whatsoever. Brandel Champley, who, again, I really enjoy his commentary only because he's not afraid to speak his mind. Doesn't mean I always agree with him. Talking about how Tiger's got to play by feel. Well, Tiger's won like 70-something tournaments, always having a golf instructor, a golf coach. Nick Faldo was far from a field player. Ben Hogan was the best mechanic maybe to ever live. Jack Nicklaus, I'm not sure, but I highly doubt it was by feel. Here's what I know. In 1985, I met Tom Tomasello. He made me write in my book. He said, 100% of practice is mechanics. 100% of play is by feel. they have to go hand in hand. They go, you can't just poo-poo and say, well, that's bad, therefore that's good. You can't do that because it's not the truth. The masses want an easy fix for which there is not one. I'm hoping that I can draw an audience. You know, it's so hard because everyone thinks feels easy, mechanics is hard. It's not true. If the mechanics are correct, it's not hard at all. But we're living in a world now where nobody knows what the heck correct mechanics are because everybody's got an opinion. Everybody in the whole, drop it to the inside, stay behind it. Wow. Release your hands. The only people that are probably going to like what I do, and probably the only people that I'm going to enjoy doing what I do for, are those that are willing to accept that it's a really good possibility the information you're getting is not correct. And it is extremely possible to get good by simply changing your concepts, by changing your mindset. It does not need to take thousands and thousands of balls to redo something. It really doesn't. I personally don't see how you can make a dramatic change until you change the way you're going about what you're thinking. On my website, I put everything I have. And more. And you know what? I shouldn't say that. I've got lots more. And it's going to come. What I'd like you to buy into is if we make one little change at a time, don't buy into the concept that you have to get worse before you get better. Totally untrue. If you put one correct concept in place and then the next and then the next and then the next, you're going to get better and better and better. There is no downside. You don't have to get worse. Boy, it is tough to get some people out there too. We are so maxed out at trying to get the masses to believe us, because that's where we, the golf instructors, believe the money is to be made. Not going that way. There's got to be room out there in a small percentage of you that recognize that the only way to the truth or to an improved golf game is for you to change your information. I always challenge you to try to find fault in what I say. Try to find error in what I'm saying to you. And again, error does not mean because I don't agree with them. For you to improve your golf game, you have to kind of change the way you see it in your mind. The only way you can do that is by changing the information you've got. I hope that you come to my site because you're willing to hear things that don't on the surface seem normal. Give me a different way to go. I'll give you a few. No, you should not try to keep your head behind the golf ball. No, the golf club should not drop to the inside. Yes, you should keep it out in front of you. Good players are trying to come over the top. I know that sounds crazy, but can't help it. It's the truth. So anyways, I hope you find your way to my website. Give me a little bit more of a chance. This isn't enough, but let's keep going at it. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. I'm going to pick Lee Westwood.